All right, guys, Missing Links here. I got something extra special for you. I do not know how this came to pass, but I have gotten parabolic envelopes, right? Like modulation, automation curves, right? You can copy these from one to another, right? So you can't make them. I found no way to make these, right? Even if you look at the new right-click stuff, right? Like this sine wave, you'll notice that there's actually a point in the middle of this, right? And that it's really just two of these regular guys, right? Which you can hold up to, or sorry, alt and just go up and down to bend. Now, if you do that to this, it will revert to one of those guys. So the glitch or whatever this is will break. There are some ways to manipulate these, but in general, as they get closer together, right, the hill gets less steep, and then as they get farther apart, the hill gets steeper. I made a few with like different degrees of pitch, right? But you'll also notice when you go down, it flips the other direction, right? Very, very cool. So let's take a listen. I just put this on an auto filter cutoff. You can see this. Cool. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Again, I don't know how this came to pass. I don't know why. I just saw it one day in my envelopes after I was doing some stuff. I've tried recreating it without success, but I've copied them over. I do want to point out a few things. So there's a few different types. You'll notice that the left side is higher than the right side. Because of the way this works, that's different than when the right side is higher than the left side. Because here, if the left side were to go above the right side, it would then be downward facing. So this type of curve and this type of curve are two different types of curves. You can kind of get ones that are differently pitched. If you like select kind of a portion like this, especially if you get it when they're basically right at the same height, right? You could paste this somewhere and you'll have another one of these. Right, and so this one's going to be really sensitive because I got 2 points that were very close together. That is different than if you were to get one that was down here and then one that was up here, and then paste this in, and then you'll notice that these are way less sensitive, right? And can be, way farther apart, right, and not blow up past the ceiling, right, like this would. Right, or even down here, they're fairly far apart and it's already past the ceiling. So you can make different, I don't know what you call it, but the rate at which it spreads out. You can make different degrees of that. And then again, there's ones where the left side is above the right, or ones where the right side is above the left, right? There's some ones here that look like sine waves. They're not. They're two different points, but what you can do is you can select both this way, and then you can kind of keep them together and make curves of any variety kind of like that. So that's one trick. And then the other stuff you can do is just the regular bending, right, of curves that they provide in Ableton, right? It'll kind of do some wacky stuff sometimes, like unexpected, but the points, if you connect the points together, which might be important for your envelopes to have a continuous curve as opposed to having stepwise inconsistencies like you have right here. But if that's important to you, you can actually drag these around in a bunch of different ways, and it'll keep that, right? And it'll be reliable, right? So you can see I went pretty cray over here. I did these, copied them over, and then I just bent them down, right, like this way and stuff, right? So you can get some pretty wild shapes. Yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm going to leave these clips in all these envelopes for you guys in the description at the bottom. So just grab them. It should work. I don't have one for Live 9, and I can't get one for Live 9 because this happened while I was in Live 10, and I wouldn't be able to open up the clip. I mean, maybe I could somehow, but then you'd be able to as well in Live 9. So enjoy this. I do not know where it came from. I feel blessed that it fell upon me and that I can share it with all of you. All right, take care. Peace.